Hey, what's up everyone? About to nail my Smackdown review, so here it is. It burns from your eyes! It burns from your eyes! It burns from your eyes! In your eyes! Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing, man? It's Red Dog Colleagues, the Red Dog Stream. So, here you get by my review. So, first night that kicked off was Edge against Alberto Del Rio, and we had a little seg that put off with Alberto Del Rio's personal ringing out to get scared off by Edge, and I think that was a little interesting. Luckily enough, he didn't get attacked, but best thing was the personal ringing out was still able to introduce him, and I think that was great. I really love this how they were introducing him. They've been doing stuff like this. It's just the Spanish has been great. I really love. Don't you love it? Just love the flow of it. It's just been excellent. It's been a great gimmick. And I think it's been interesting. So hopefully we get this match going. There's some good flow in this match. I was hoping this match would end by any disqualification or no contest or that whole shebang. Because it's like, what's the point of putting promos into this match? I don't think it's been great. But apparently this match has been pulling off good. It has been pretty interesting. Edge pulled off some good offensive moves. Del Rio been pulling off some good offensive moves. I think this has been impressive, you know. Especially if you guys can't see the TV, I apologize, but I know it's a little too bright so far, but yeah, but this has been very epic so far. I think it's been great. Sorry if my review has been long, but it's been with Edge, Alberto Del Rio pulling off a good hand. I really like this match. The match has been great. I thought it was going to determine some real winner with Alberto saying he doesn't want to get disqualified. I was thinking, what's the point of winning an ordinary match, but you probably get paid a lot more, or it could really help boost your confidence and stuff like that. So I think it's, I think this has been interesting. So after the match, a little bit after, we get the Nexus to come get involved in the match. And personally, I think this was a little bit rough. I didn't expect the match to end no contest. Somehow Alberto Del Rio gets kicked out, and then David Otunga begins taking over. I think this is interesting. I was like with Wade Barrett. Big Show comes out, Rey Mysterio, Kane, and and Edge. You know, they all come out and scare out the whole Nexus crew, and I think this has been interesting so far. So this is supposed to be main event with them 5-on-5. So I'll see how that turns out. I think that was interesting, pretty much. So all of them. So the match, and not Tay Long announces them. So Tay Long announces who are the competitors that the Nexus will be facing in a tag team match, and apparently that was a good epic angle so far, but a great way to start it off. But right after that, a second after that, we get Dolph Ziggler out in a match against Jobbing JTG. That's his new nickname, Jobbing Too Good, because he is just jobbing way too good. That's my nickname for him. So, surprisingly, Dolph Ziggler pulls off an obvious victory. It wouldn't be surprising for JTG to get a victory or for Dolph Ziggler to pull a win. So, right after the zigzag, he decides to kick out and really prove how strong he is, apparently. So, right after that, I think that was great. It was a little bit interesting for his push in the angle to really prove how strong he is. Quite frankly, that's what he did. So, he kicks him out and just nails sleeper hold. So, shortly thereafter, Caitlyn comes out, and then a second after, Vicki comes out and say, back off, that is mine, and then she slaps her and takes her down brutally. So, quite frankly, I wasn't too surprised at that, but one advice for Caitlyn, I think she should have just back off, because this has just been too much, but this angle's been going great. I think this is a good boost for the storyline, but I think this is good work for Vicki and Caitlyn. Imagine if Aloisa was there. Aloisa and Ziggler would be a great team, quite frankly. So, I'll see how that goes then, but apparently, Vicki Guerrero eventually soon goes backstage to Tay Long. So, a little bit after that, we get Horny and Teddy Long in a segment, but then Vicki busts in and says, excuse me, to Hornswoggle. So I think Teddy Long eventually puts in a match that it will be Vicki Guerrero against Caitlyn. Quite frankly, that wasn't, it wasn't, hopefully we see something different in the match, but it's great they're going at it again. I hope there was a mixed tag team match that way Caitlyn get a partner of his own, maybe Daniel Bryan, Caitlyn gets Vicki Dolph, but I think that match was very impressive so far. So, after Vicki yelling at Teddy Long complaining, we got the. So right after this we get a little follow. The camera was following them immediately. I wonder who it was. It was actually cameraman following Rey Mysterio getting beat down by 5 members of the Nexus. I think this is great. This new TV series should be called When Nexus Attacks. So, we get a little Nexus going back to the old thing. David Tung has been a powerful leader. And he's been impressed me so far without Wade Barrett. So we get a little taste of MVP's music in this triple threat match. It is MVP dashing Cody Rhodes and his opponent McIntyre. Last Friday, this is what happened, and they announced that Dashing Ones are completely done, the chosen Dashing Ones. So this has been a great match. So far, we get it's been great for McIntyre and Rhodes. They thought they settled their differences after getting rid of MVP. Eventually, Cody Rhodes tried to attack McIntyre. McIntyre take down Rhodes, and then that's what happened so far. So a little bit back from commercial break, we get McIntyre to get the upper hand. Eventually, soon, Rhodes trying to return. Cody Rhodes tries to get involved. Then eventually, soon after Cody Rhodes took out McIntyre again, and then he tries to take him out again. He's been very impressive with the match. He took out McIntyre. That was impressive. I think that was a great match. Great triple threat, how Rhodes and McIntyre were able to go back and forth and have their little beef, but then MVP tries to get involved. But I had a feeling I wish McIntyre would have got the win, because it would have pulled off a good angle upon Vicki and McIntyre eventually being a loyal alliance. But then eventually MVP gets the win. So we'll see how far that goes. Will Caitlyn be in alliance with MVP, or will Dolph Ziggler, stay with Vicki? I know for one fact this should be interesting. I think MVP may get the win to put the Intercontinental title out to get new contenders for the Intercontinental. But for the most part, I think Ziggler should still be Intercontinental champion and really get a stretch of the angle. Or if he loses, then you can say it's Caitlyn's fault, and because Vicki made Ziggler champion. So I'll see how that goes. But for the most part, I bet that'll be the best part that happened. Apparently we get no theme song from Caitlyn. Yay! So we get the regular theme song from Caitlyn, because Vicki has no theme song. I mean, Vicki has no theme song. It's just walk down, just quiet, just nothing. Almost like Vladimir Kozlov. So that's what we got. So Caitlyn gets the upper hand, halfway teasing her. Vicki was screaming, crying, and then he tries to get together, and Caitlyn cheap shots Vicki, and then eventually does some good upper hands on match. Vicki feels like throwing up, so it's a little comedic. Vicki tries to get the upper hand. Eventually, soon, she tries to turn the tables with this pin. And I think that match was great. I'm glad Vicki gets the win. So now we can see a little taste of vengeance from her continue after Caitlyn tries to embarrass Vicki again. Eventually, Vicki turns the tables. I think that was great. So basically, Vicki says, get out and stay away from my man, Dolph Ziggler. We'll see how that angle stretches on Tuesday. Hopefully, Caitlyn is not eliminated, because now we got a few more weeks to go. So I'll see how that goes. Here's the NXT Season 2. MVP approach Season 2 and Caval the Rookie and gorgeous Kelly or Smelly Kelly. But yeah, it comes out and congratulates MVP, good luck. And then Caval and MVP were on the lookout, and then, they saw that coming. They thought that was a cheap shot, but they both assault Caval and MVP. Eventually with them taking them down and continuing to make an impact on SmackDown. That was a great assault. They're rocking the house. Nexus have been rocking SmackDown. Really bringing a lot of bore out of it and bringing more interest with the Nexus. And I think that has been impressive so far. It's been great, I'm telling you. So apparently we get the Nexus, then we get Edge, Kofi Kingston, who's replacing Rey Mysterio after his highlight from Ghost Hunters. And then we get... So we get a surprising... So we get a surprising entrance from Alberto Del Rio, apparently. And then, so a little bit after that, we get Big Show, and then Kane. Surprisingly, Kane's a member of this team, and I think this match has been pretty great so far. So we start off with two former NXT Rookie Pros, Kofi Kingston and McGillicuddy, they pull off a great match. Evenly matched up so far, but surprisingly, McGillicuddy looked like he didn't thank Kofi Kingston for making him the runner-up for Season 2. They were a great team going at it. I think it should have been Cody Rhodes and McGillicuddy, quite frankly. So, a little bit after that, we get Big Show and McGillicuddy. Eventually, we get Edge and then McGillicuddy. Eventually, soon we get Edge and Justin Gabriel. Justin Gabriel can really, I think he looks like a future main eventer or future light heavyweight champion. If they get the light heavyweight championship back in there, I'll try to bring that in the title hunt eventually soon. But with Husky Harris, he's an okay powerhouse. He's very good heelish character, especially with Heath Slater and going at it. I think he's been doing great so far. But yeah, with Big Show and Kofi Kingston going at it, and apparently a bird to rear walk off the match, and that was a little surprising for him to walk off the match. But it's a great push for his gimmick because he didn't look like a good team player with the faces. So eventually, Suge Slater and Kofi Kingston pull off a good match. This has been great, good back and forth match. I was very impressed with that. Good upper hand from Nexus, and then with their own tactic for this Nexus to get tossed on top of each other. Then eventually soon for Kofi Kingston eventually soon thrown on top of them. So I think that was epic so far. I think it's been great. So apparently we have a reason bird to rear walk off the match, quite frankly. And personally, I think that was a little bit surprising because a bird to rear accidentally slings some slingshots off the ring. But it did look potential. I have a feeling it did look intentional for him to do something like this because he gets slingshot off the ropes apron. It was a little bit surprising for Alberto Rio to jump off the ring. So he's not a team player, so it looked like he did it on purpose apparently. So he probably didn't want to compete. So a good tag in momentum began to build ever since Big Show tags in. And then eventually soon we get Otunga and Kane. Kane builds off momentum. Eventually soon Edge tags in after trying to attack Big Show. Apparently he tries to attack him. Wow, with one hand, but then Edge tags in and tries to nail the spear after Kane nails the spear after he tried to chokeslam Edge. But then eventually after the victory, despite that Edge and Kane are facing each other, not the whole group didn't really celebrate because this is just a build-up for the Survivor Series. That's what I'm thinking. But apparently this has been a good build for Kane and Edge. Hopefully Kane pulls the win and reigns the title until Undertaker returns. So, it's Rendell Extreme. Please subscribe to me, leave a comment below, and I'm taking you to the extreme. Peace out.